Hello, this is Naimisha Goswami. You are welcome in today's session of machine design. So in today's session, I will discuss gear materials and gear terminology. In last session, in the previous session, I have already covered about gear classification and applications of gears. So gear material, what should be the gear material? We know gears are generally subjected to your cyclic loading. When these are subjected to cyclic loading, so gear material should be that type of material, so that should be able to wear that or sustain that cyclic loading, and failure should not occur due to the fatigue failure. So gear materials are generally used steel, brass, bronze, cast iron, ductile iron, aluminium, and sometimes powder metals, plastic, and sometimes in fibers. Generally we know plastic type of gear and fiber gears are generally used in toys, right? So these are the basic gear material which is used for the manufacturing of your gear. So what is the property of cast iron? So cast iron is having very good wearing property, and machinability of cast iron is very nice. So we can produce the complicated shape by using cast iron. So this is used when the complicated shapes are required for the manufacturing. Next is your gear material. So worm gears are used where you require to transmit the more amount of power or large amount of your power. So worm gear are basically used where power reduction may be possible or speed reduction varies from 20:1 to 300:1. So this is the speed reduction ratio of your worm gear. So worm gear are generally used, or these are made up of your phosphorus bronze, because phosphorus bronze have the property of wear resistance and its strength is also very good. And carbon or alloy steels are used because these are having the high strength value, right? So next is your gear terminology. What is gear terminology? Gears are described by some specific factors, some common factors. So due to these all factors, so these are terms, we give the word gear terminology. So gears is in first, so this is your pitch circle. What is pitch circle? Pitch circle is a circle which is produced, or you can say that this is the imaginary circle, right? Which is produced due to the pure rolling action and give the same motion as given by the actual gear. Okay, so you can see here, this is your imaginary circle. Now see in diagram. Here you can see here, this is your pitch circle. Okay, in red line you can see here, this is your pitch circle. So gears are generally defined by this circle and by using this circle diameter. So next is your pitch circle diameter. So diameter of pitch circle is known as your pitch circle diameters, and gears are generally specified by this pitch circle diameter. Okay. So this diameter of your pitch circle is known as your pitch circle diameter. Next is your addendum. So what is addendum? Addendum you can see here, see in this diagram. This is the distance from pitch circle to the top of the tooth. So this distance from pitch circle to the top of the tooth, and this is your radial distance. So this distance is known as your addendum. Next is your dedendum. So what is dedendum? So again see here in this diagram, you can better understand by using this diagram. When radial distance from your pitch circle to the bottom of the tooth, okay? So pitch circle to the bottom of the tooth is known as your dedendum, or you can say that it is a radial distance of a tooth from the pitch circle to the bottom of your tooth. So this is your dedendum. Next, pitch circular pitch. What is the circular pitch? So again see in this diagram, when the distance measured on circumference, okay, so you can see here, when distance is measured from circumference of pitch circle from a point of one tooth to the corresponding point of another tooth. So that total distance on circumference is known as your circular pitch, and generally it is denoted by your PC. This is your indication. Next is your diametral pitch. So diametral pitch is generally denoted by your PD, and it is the ratio of total number of teeth divided by pitch circle diameter. So it is denoted by PD. So PD is equal to number of teeth divided by T. So where T, capital T, you can see here, these are the total number of teeth, and D is your pitch circle diameter. Next is your module. Module is generally inverse of your module is inverse of your diametral pitch. Okay, or you can see here, this is the ratio of pitch circle diameter to the total number of teeth. Okay, so this is the inverse of your diametral pitch. Module is very important in gear. Next is total depth. So what is total depth? So you can see here in this diagram, it is the radial distance from top of the, or you can say that from addendum and the dedendum circle of the gear. Okay, so it is equal to the sum of your addendum and sum of your dedendum. So addendum is a distance from pitch circle to the top of the tooth, and dedendum is a pitch circle to the bottom of the tooth. So total depth is a sum of your addendum plus dedendum. So this is your total depth. Next, working depth. So working depth is a distance from the addendum, see in this figure, from the addendum means top of the tooth to the clearance circle. Okay, we know when two gears will be meshed with each other, so meshing gears can't go to the base of the circle, okay, or base of the teeth. It may be engaged up to this point, okay. So there may be clearance is here. So working depth is a actual depth which is the sum of, equal to the sum of the addendum of the two matting gear, okay, or you can say that from the top of the to the clearance circle. So this is your working depth, which is actually come in contact between your two teeth when they are in meshing condition. Next is your tooth thickness. So what is the tooth thickness? You can see here in this diagram, tooth thickness is a thickness, okay. It is the width of space between the two adjacent teeth along the pitch circle, okay. Means between, this is the distance, you can see here, it is already given in this diagram. You can see it is the distance measured, or it is the space between the two adjacent teeth, okay. And where we measure, so this is measured along your pitch circle. Next is your clearance. So what is the clearance? So clearance is the distance from the top of the tooth of one gear to the bottom of the tooth in a meshing gear. So you can see here, this is your clearance is given in this diagram, okay. So you can see this is the difference between the top of the tooth when it is measured, okay. So when this top tip is come here, okay, and bottom of the tooth is here, so distance between these points is known as your clearance. Top line. What is your top line? So this is your top surface of your tooth, okay. So you can see here, green shaded portion is your top line. Next is your flank of the tooth and your flank of your tooth. So what is flank? You can see here, this is the surface of tooth below the pitch surface. So bottom part is known as your flank. Next is your face of the tooth. So what is the face? So it is the surface of the tooth above your pitch surface. So you can see here, this is your face and this is your flank. Thank you. Keep watching.